Did you know that board shoe racing exists in China? Get ready for part 31 for an hour of fascinating facts like these with Zarpado. Don't forget to subscribe as we're getting started. The Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner is incredible. On a test flight over Washington, Vietnam Airlines pilots amazed the world with a takeoff that looked like something out of a movie. In a matter of seconds, the enormous aircraft tilts its nose toward the sky and ascends almost vertically, like a rocket. Bali's most mischievous thieves have tails and can climb trees. The island's wild monkeys have become true masters of blackmail. They analyze tourists with a clinical eye, selecting their targets with expert precision. Are you carrying an expensive phone or a pair of designer glasses? Be prepared, because if you're careless, one of these little rascals will snatch it from you in the blink of an eye. But here's the strangest part. They don't just steal, they demand ransom. The monkeys know that valuable items are worth more than food, so they'll bargain shamelessly until they get their loot. Imagine living inside a giant cave like a small hidden village. In Zhongdong, a vast cavern in Guizhou province, China, about 100 people have made the rock their home. There, families have created a unique space with houses, a school, and even areas for livestock, all under a stone roof that looks like something out of a fantasy story. The cave is so immense that a skyscraper could fit inside. It measures over 300 feet wide, 160 feet high, and extends 750 feet inward. In 1986, Cleveland wanted to shine with Balloonfest '86, releasing 1.5 million helium balloons to break a Guinness World Record and show the world the city's energy. The sky was filled with color, but the joy was short-lived. The balloons, caught in bad weather, fell en masse over streets, airports, and even Lake Erie. Emma Gibson came into the world in 2017, but her story began long before that. Her embryo was frozen for an incredible 25 years. Starting in 1992, using in vitro fertilization, doctors extracted and fertilized the egg, froze it in a protective solution, and, decades later, implanted it in her mother, Tina. The result was a healthy baby girl, weighing 6 pounds and measuring 20 inches long, who technically could have been born in the 1990s. Rafael Bredi, a Brazilian tightrope walker, broke a world record by walking a tightrope suspended between two hot air balloons at 6,332 feet. This impressive feat, which took place in Praia Grande, Santa Catarina, Brazil, made him the person to have performed the highest tightrope walk without a rigid structure. To put this in perspective, Bredi walked at more than twice the height of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. McLaren made history at the 2023 Qatar Grand Prix by completing the fastest stop ever recorded in Formula One, just 1.80 seconds. At that moment, 20 mechanics worked like clockwork to change the tires of Lando Norris's car after his second stint on the Losail circuit. Imagine being allergic to water, even your own tears. That's the reality for Tessa Hansen-Smith, who lives with aquagenic urticaria, a rare condition that causes her skin to break out in painful rashes upon contact with water. Showering is such a challenge that she only does it twice a month, as the simple act of getting wet causes fever, migraines, and even lesions on her tongue if she drinks water. She can't cry, and sweating is a real ordeal. Shaped like a massive 30-foot-high whisk, this fountain has an impressive capacity of 2,641 gallons of chocolate. The mixture flows at a speed of 2.2 pounds per second, making it a true marvel that attracts all eyes. Meet Brian Berg, the ace of cards, recognized as the world's best card stacker. This incredible talent has built stunning mansions and other large-scale structures using only playing cards, taking his art to levels never before imagined. He has worked with giants such as Disney World, Lexus, and various sports leagues, leaving his mark on iconic projects. In 1992, at age 17, Berg broke the world record by building the world's tallest house of cards, reaching a height of 14 feet 5 inches. Hiroshi Ishiguro, a Japanese innovator, has created robots with artificial intelligence and a lifelike human appearance that seem like something out of a science fiction film. His attention to detail is breathtaking, from facial expressions to the smallest gestures, making his machines almost indistinguishable from real people. His most fascinating robot, the Geminoid HY-1, is an exact replica of himself, taking the concept of robotics to a whole new level. End of History, created by Brewdog in 2010, was crowned the world's most expensive beer. Only 12 bottles were produced, each selling out in less than 4 hours at prices between $700 and $1,000. Curiously, these bottles were decorated with armadillo and squirrel fur, a truly unique touch. With an impressive 55% ABV, the beer dazzled not only with its price, but also with its unique presentation. In 2016, Brewdog decided to relaunch it for $20,000, and this time, it included equity, making it both a luxury beer and an investment. Iceland's Blue Lagoon is one of the country's most famous natural wonders. This geothermal spa is noted for its mineral-rich waters, which, in addition to being incredibly relaxing, are said to have therapeutic properties. With a constant temperature of 100 degrees Fahrenheit, the enormous thermal pool emits steam year-round, creating a magical atmosphere. Its striking azure color is caused by the abundant silica in the water. Siaram Baba, an elderly man from India, was rescued from a remote cave in Madhya Pradesh, and upon emerging, he said with a smile that death had forgotten him. This man, known for his incredible longevity, claims to be an astonishing 188 years old, which has earned him notoriety. However, official documents and local sources state his actual age is 110. Despite the discrepancy, his story has captivated many, turning him into a mysterious figure. The Shockwave jet truck is the world's fastest truck and a true beast on the road. Used in drag racing, it has even challenged airplanes at various aviation fairs. When accelerating, it releases enormous flames, turning into a dragon on wheels. With 3 jet engines totaling 36,000 horsepower, the Shockwave holds the world record for jet-powered trucks, reaching a speed of 376 miles per hour. The movie The Matrix holds a curious secret. The shower of green codes that appears in several scenes, which everyone thought were complex computer codes, are actually sushi recipes. These Japanese symbols are arranged in such a way that they look like code, but in reality, they are a series of instructions for preparing different types of sushi. Rob Gronkowski, former Tampa Bay Buccaneers player, broke a world record by catching an American football thrown from a helicopter at 600 feet in the air. The feat took place on the field of the University of Arizona, his alma mater, and Gronk only needed 3 attempts to accomplish it. The ball was dropped from a helicopter at 600 feet in the air, and although it took him a couple of tries, he finally managed to catch it on the 3rd attempt. Disney owns a private island in the Bahamas called Castaway Cay, also known as Cayo Gorda, which serves as the exclusive port for Disney Cruise Line ships. The island is so special that about 60 crew members live and work there permanently. Disney secures its presence in this paradise with a 99-year lease, valid until 2096. The Quindío wax palm, native to Colombia, is the tallest palm species in the world, reaching up to 230 feet in height. Its fronds can measure more than 6.5 feet, making it an impressive natural wonder. In addition to its majestic size, this palm tree is vital to the local ecosystem, serving as a home to endangered species like the yellow-eared parrot. The Babirusa pig, native to the Celebes Islands in Indonesia, has such a unique appearance that it seems straight out of prehistory. Its gigantic tusks grow upward from its snout, giving it an almost monstrous appearance. With an appearance reminiscent of its ancestors, this strange pig is known as the deer pig, a name derived from the Malay word bobi rusa. The world's largest arcade machine is a giant measuring over 13 feet tall and almost 6.5 feet wide. It is located in the Torre Outlet in Zaragoza, where it has become a must-see attraction for video game fans. This impressive machine, designed by Jason Camberry, is a tribute to the history of entertainment. Since its installation, the height record set on December 18, 2021, has remained unbroken. Before becoming known as an actor, Steve Buscemi worked as a firefighter in Manhattan's 55th Ward between 1980 and 1984. After the attacks of September 11, 2001, he volunteered and returned to his old job for 12 weeks to help with the rescue efforts. Alma's caviar, known as the diamond of food, is the most expensive caviar in the world, priced at $15,650 per pound. It comes from the Iranian beluga sturgeon, the largest freshwater fish on the planet, found only in the Caspian Sea. This caviar is produced in a region with low pollution, which favors sturgeon breeding, an exclusive luxury reserved only for the most discerning palates. Taylor was the longest-lived red panda in captivity, living 21 years and 265 days. Born at the Montana Zoo in the United States, Taylor spent his life enjoying small joys, such as eating grapes and taking long naps. His friendly nature made him a favorite with visitors, and he was known for marking his enclosure with great dedication. Sadly, he passed away in February 2020, leaving an indelible mark on the zoo. The Neuro R3 is an innovative autonomous shopping cart designed by Neuro. Unlike a conventional car, this electric vehicle is made exclusively for transporting goods, not people, and is smaller and lighter. Equipped with 12 cameras that allow it to have a 360-degree view, the Neuro R3 uses artificial intelligence to safely navigate and record its surroundings. It has the capacity to carry up to 12 shopping bags at a time, making the delivery process more efficient. The Chinoike Jigoku Hot Springs in Beppu, Japan, is known for its red waters, which owe their color to the high iron oxide content. Water temperatures fluctuate between 122 and 194 degrees Fahrenheit, making it dangerous to get even a foot wet. This fascinating site is one of Japan's top geothermal attractions. The bright color of its waters comes from the hot red mud that emerges from underground. Rhinos have incredibly thick skin, which can reach up to 5 centimeters thick, allowing them to withstand some impacts, even bullets. However, despite their physical resilience, they are very sensitive to the sun. Their skin doesn't produce enough melanin, making them vulnerable to sunburn. To protect themselves, they smear mud on themselves, creating a layer that acts as a natural sunscreen. This keeps their skin safe from the damage of the sun and high temperatures. Rogerio Ceni is the highest-scoring goalkeeper in the history of football, with a total of 131 goals during his career with São Paulo. His skill on free kicks and penalties made him a unique figure in Brazilian football. The Stradivarius Lady Blunt violin sold in 2011 for $15.9 million at auction in London, setting an impressive record. The instrument, renowned for its exceptional quality, was sold by the Tauricio auction house. All proceeds from the sale went to the victims of the earthquake and tsunami in Japan. The violin is named after its previous owner, the granddaughter of Lord Byron, who gave it its nickname. The climbing gourami, also known as the climbing perch, has an incredible ability to walk and breathe out of water. This is possible thanks to its labyrinth organ, which allows it to absorb oxygen directly from the air. Thanks to this adaptation, it can survive up to 6 days out of water. Its fins also allow it to walk in search of new waterways, making it unique. The honey badger, also known as the honey badger, is considered the world's bravest animal. Although it measures only 85 centimeters and weighs little, it fearlessly faces predators such as lions, cheetahs, and even buffalo. Its thick fur protects it from pain, and its flexible body allows it to move with great agility. It can also reach speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour, making it a formidable opponent. With a powerful bite and its ability to wriggle free from prey, it is one of the most fearsome and courageous animals on the planet. Meet A.M. Haji, the dirtiest man in the world. He lived without bathing for over 60 years in a village in Iran, convinced that bathing would make him sick. His diet consisted of rotten meat from animals like porcupines, and he drank water from rusty pipes. He smoked up to 5 cigarettes at a time and preferred to eat roadkill, remaining steadfast in his lifestyle despite attempts at help. Amu Haji passed away at the age of 94 in October 2022, leaving behind a legacy as unusual as his life. Meet the Saharan ant, native to North Africa, one of the fastest creatures in the world. This tiny insect can travel at 855 millimeters per second, which is equivalent to traveling 108 times its own size in just 1 second. To put this in perspective, Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, travels just 6 times his length in the same amount of time. Meet the African wild dog, one of the most efficient hunters in the world. With an 80% success rate, their hunts surpass those of other large predators, such as cheetahs, which have a 55% success rate. These canines pursue their prey to the point of exhaustion, and although their methods are brutal, their group coordination ensures they are almost guaranteed a meal 80% of the time. They prefer to hunt medium-sized antelopes, such as impala, utilizing their speed and endurance. In 2018, Payless conducted a brilliant experiment. It opened a fake luxury store in Los Angeles, with $20 shoes selling for up to $1,000. The store, filled with influencers and with a sophisticated website, seemed like the latest fashion trend. Customers, convinced they were buying exclusive footwear, spent $3,000 on opening day alone. Payless demonstrated how atmosphere and brand perception influence purchasing decisions. Meet the world's most powerful flashlight, created by YouTuber James Hopton, aka Hacksmith. With 300 LEDs firing an impressive 531,000 lumens, it outshines any ordinary 20-lumen flashlight. Its brightness was so intense that it exploded a Crookes radiometer in seconds. Basically, a mini sun in your hands. Kim Kardashian, known for her love of aesthetic perfection, assembled her team of stylists and makeup artists to get the perfect photo for her driver's license. Nothing was left to chance, from hair to makeup. Everything was carefully planned to ensure a flawless image. Li Jihao, a young man from China, broke a world record by solving 3 Rubik's Cubes while juggling, accomplishing the feat in 3 minutes and 29 seconds. This astonishing achievement combines impressive mental agility with extreme coordination. While many struggle to solve one alone, he solves 3 at the same time, pushing the limits of dexterity. Thanks to his incredible skill, Lee entered the Guinness World Records. Bobby, a Portuguese Mastiff born on May 11, 1992, became a legend for his extraordinary longevity, reaching 31 years of age. He was recognized by Guinness World Records as the oldest dog in the world, far exceeding the average life expectancy for his breed, which is 13 years. His longevity surprised everyone, as Alentejo Mastiffs, like him, generally live around a decade. Sadly, he passed away in October 2023, leaving behind a legacy of canine longevity. In Iceland, inside the Langjökull Glacier, lies the world's largest artificial ice cave. Built in 2015, this incredible 2,625 feet long structure offers hand-carved passageways and even a small underground wedding chapel. The resonance of the music inside creates a unique atmosphere, amplified by the characteristics of the ice. It is one of the country's most visited tourist attractions, attracting thousands of visitors each year. Clive Palmer, an Australian millionaire, is undertaking an ambitious project to build a replica of the Titanic, called Titanic 2, with a maiden voyage scheduled for June 2027. This exact replica will follow the original 1912 route from Southampton to New York. The ship will have 835 cabins, distributed between first, second, and third class, emulating those of the original Titanic, but with the most advanced technology and a state-of-the-art security system. In addition to its luxury cabins, it will include a ballroom, casino, swimming pool, and Turkish baths. San Marino is the oldest country in the world, located in northern Italy. Founded on September 3rd, 31 AD, it has managed to maintain its independence ever since. The Aerospace Line's Super Guppy is an aircraft designed to carry bulky cargo, such as rockets and other large components. Used by NASA, its unique design allows it to transport rocket parts and large special equipment. Thanks to its ability to carry enormous objects, it is an essential tool in space missions. In a fascinating study conducted by Kyoto University in 2004, chimpanzees demonstrated surprisingly advanced short-term memory. In the experiment, both humans and chimpanzees had to remember the location of the numbers 1 to 9 on a screen. The chimpanzees, with their incredible cognitive ability, managed to complete the task in astonishingly fast times. Some of them completed the task in less than 5 seconds, even surpassing humans. Did you know that the Simpsons house exists in real life? It's located in Henderson, Nevada, and was built in 1997 as an exact replica of the famous Springfield residence. To achieve its design, 100 episodes of the series were analyzed, ensuring it was as faithful to the animation as possible. Although the house remains private, it has undergone some modifications, such as the color of the walls and the replacement of the grass with stones. Today, the real house is located at 712 Red Bark Lane, as opposed to the fictional address of 742 Evergreen Terrace. Meet Mr. Tai Ye, a YouTuber who has gained fame for building pools in unexpected places. In his videos, he shows how he creates pools and water parks using only simple tools and his own physical strength. What makes him unique is his ability to transform any terrain into an aquatic oasis, all while maintaining a stunning simplicity. Among his most mysterious creations is a house with an underground pool, the whereabouts of which have yet to be discovered. In Ivrea, Italy, the famous Ivrea Carnival is celebrated every year, known for its crazy orange fight. During this festival, participants relive a medieval revolt by throwing oranges at each other at high speed, turning the town into a unique battlefield. The festivities last 3 days, with thousands of people dividing into teams to throw and dodge the fruits, creating an energetic spectacle. Honey watermelons, or yellow watermelons, are a delicious variation on the traditional watermelon, with bright yellow or orange flesh. These fruits are sweeter and less watery, offering a unique, juicy flavor that makes them irresistible. Their color is due to carotenoids, natural pigments that also give their flavor a special touch. They are grown mainly in warm areas, such as the southern United States, and are a genetic transformation of the common watermelon. Have you ever wondered how celebrities protect their privacy? Cristiano Ronaldo is an example of how to handle this aspect. The soccer player requires all his employees, from his chef to his lawyer, to sign a contract with a strict confidentiality clause regarding their personal lives. Did you know that the pygmy marmoset is the smallest primate in the world? Ranging in size from 4.3 to 5.9 inches and weighing between 3.5 and 5 ounces, these tiny animals are truly amazing. They inhabit the rainforests of the western Amazon, where they move nimbly among the trees. An adult marmoset is so small it easily fits in the palm of a hand. On May 4th, 2021, Halima Sisi, a 25-year-old Malian woman, made history by giving birth to 9 babies in Casablanca, Morocco, breaking the world record for multiple births. Although doctors had only diagnosed her with 7 babies, she surprised the world with the arrival of 5 girls and 4 boys. The babies were born prematurely at 30 weeks and were transferred to incubators for specialized care. The birth, performed by cesarean section, was supported by the Malian government, which transferred her to Morocco to ensure the best care. The Irish Wolfhound is the tallest dog in the world, with an impressive height of up to 86 centimeters in males. This breed stands out not only for its size, but also for its agility and speed, capable of reaching great speeds when running downhill. Traditionally used for hunting wolves and as a livestock protector, this dog is known for its strength and loyalty. The 19th hole at Legend Golf and Safari Resort in South Africa is considered the most challenging in the world. This par 3 is located 1,411 feet above sea level, accessible only by helicopter, and is designed in the shape of the African continent. Opened in 2009, the Extreme 19 is famous for its extreme height and length, being the longest and highest par 3 ever created. Despite its challenge, no player has ever achieved a hole-in-one on this iconic hole. Dalmatian puppies are born completely white, without the iconic black markings that characterize them. This is because the genes responsible for white color temporarily inhibit dark pigmentation during the first weeks of life. The black markings begin to appear between 2 and 4 weeks of age, transforming their coat. If this video is surprising you, a nice subscription would help us a lot, so let's continue. The shortest film in the world is The Man, directed by Sathar Adhur, with a duration of only 10 seconds. Despite its extremely brief length, it conveys a profound message, depicting the struggle between good and evil through an ant and a hand. Interestingly, it took the director 5 hours to film it, and you can find it available on YouTube. Jamie Keaton is known for a rare condition in which certain objects inexplicably stick to his skin. His skin has a unique ability that allows it to attract objects, a phenomenon that has baffled doctors. This case is one of 3 known worldwide. Specialists explain that his skin has a peculiarity. It absorbs oxygen with such force that objects remain stuck to it. In Sweden, a pony named Alvin made history by entering the Guinness Book of Records for walking 16.4 feet in just 16.79 seconds using only his hind legs. His trainer, impressed by his skill from the start, decided to rigorously train him to achieve this incredible record. Throughout his training, Alvin received delicious rewards that motivated him even more. Dong Tao chickens, native to Vietnam, are famous for their unusually large legs, which can account for up to 1/5 of their weight. These stocky, red-scaled birds are difficult to raise, making their meat highly prized. Known as dragon chickens, they are considered one of the most expensive species in the world, costing up to $205 per adult. The Rubik's 360 puzzle is a circular variation that presents a different challenge to the classic Rubik's Cube. Instead of lining up colors, the goal is to get the small balls to fall into the hole corresponding to their color. Although it has only one solution, there are multiple ways to solve it, making it an entertaining challenge for those looking for something beyond the traditional cube. Edith Macefield's house in Seattle became famous for refusing to sell to a multi-million-dollar proposal to build a shopping mall around it. Despite the offer of $1 million, Edith rejected the sale, resulting in the mall being built around her home. In 2009, Disney used her house to promote the film Up, placing balloons on its roof due to its similarity to the story. Edith, who died in 2011 from cancer, left the property to her friend Barry Martin, who eventually sold it. Snails have more than 25,000 teeth, arranged in a structure known as a radula, which functions like their tongue. This organ allows them to scrape and tear food such as algae or plants with great dexterity. Although small, snail teeth are extremely efficient at feeding. The radula moves similarly to a saw, helping the snails obtain their food. The 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory adopted a different title from the original book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This change was made as part of a marketing strategy to promote Wonka-branded products, including chocolate bars. However, there was a major logistical problem. Many stores did not have Wonka products available when the film was released. Meet Michael Ferreri, the world's most impressive juggler. He has set 15 Guinness World Records, notable for his ability to juggle 7 objects in a row and throw 4 objects while performing 360-degree spins in just 1 minute. His dexterity and precision have allowed him to repeatedly break his own records. Polar bears are exceptional swimmers, capable of traveling long distances without stopping. In a study conducted using GPS collars, these bears were observed to swim for up to 10 days continuously, covering more than 373 miles in search of ice. This surprising finding demonstrates their incredible resilience and adaptability in extreme cold. Despite the harsh conditions, polar bears can stay afloat for days without a break. The Chang L1S1 Pro is an affordable electric vehicle, ideal for short commutes, with a top speed of 28 miles per hour and a range of 75 miles per hour per charge. Its price is surprisingly low, around $1,131, but in some countries like China and India, it can be purchased for as little as $96. This compact vehicle seats 3 people and is perfect for traveling across urban distances. It is conveniently delivered, sealed in a box. Meet the stick mantis, an insect that resembles a stylish twig thanks to its distinctive crest. It lives in Europe and North Africa, blending perfectly into dry landscapes. Females are larger, but males have a trick up their sleeve. They can fly to escape or find a mate. The strongest earthquake ever recorded struck Chile on May 22, 1960, with a magnitude of 9.5 and more than 10 minutes of terror. The earth shook from Talca to Chiloé, devastating more than 154,000 square miles. Then came the worst. A tsunami with 33-foot waves hit Chile and crossed the ocean, wreaking havoc in Hawaii, Japan, and the Philippines. The disaster left 2,000 dead and more than 2 million homeless. The Australian possum is the largest of the possums, with a body measuring 14 to 23 inches and a prehensile tail up to 16 inches long, perfect for climbing. Males are larger, weighing up to 10 pounds. Nocturnal and solitary, it forages for food at dusk, from fruits and insects to rats, eggs, and small vertebrates. It's like a furry ninja patrolling the trees in search of its next meal. Do you know what the longest flight in the world is? It's the Singapore Airlines flight between Singapore and New York, a 9,537-mile journey lasting an impressive 19 hours nonstop. During the trip, passengers cross almost the entire northern hemisphere, enjoying spectacular views from above. This route, known as SQ-22, is the queen of long-haul flights and a true aerial marathon. The airline optimized the cabin for comfort, turning the plane into a sort of hotel in the clouds. The Honda Super Cub is the undisputed king of motorcycling, with more than 100 million units sold since its launch in 1958. Present in more than 160 countries and manufactured in 15 plants around the world, it has become a symbol of mobility and endurance. Interestingly, the Netherlands and Azerbaijan share a geographical peculiarity. Both have capitals located below sea level. Amsterdam, Netherlands, lies about 6.5 feet below sea level, while Baku, Azerbaijan, is 92 feet below sea level, right on the shores of the Caspian Sea. Cheerleading is surprisingly the sport with the most serious injuries. Acrobatics, which include falls from great heights, failed landings, and risky jumps, can result in fractures, concussions, and even spinal injuries. The Vatican is home to the Pontifical Swiss Guard, the smallest army in the world, with fewer than 140 members, less than a football team. Although they are few in number, their task is crucial. They have protected the Pope for more than 500 years. But why Swiss? The reason dates back to 1506, when Pope Julius II requested that the Swiss nobility send soldiers to ensure his safety, giving rise to this historic guard. Today, they are known for their loyalty and their distinctive Renaissance uniform. Cave diving is considered the sport with the most recorded fatalities due to the dangers of exploring underwater tunnels without direct access to the surface. A small mistake, such as running out of oxygen or losing your bearings, can have fatal consequences in these narrow depths. One of the most dangerous cenotes is Cenote Escalito in Tulum, Mexico, known as the Temple of Doom, due to the treacherous conditions of its caves. This place challenges even the most experienced divers. In the forests of North America lives a creature worthy of a fairy tale, the wood frog. This tiny frog has the incredible ability to freeze completely during the winter, stopping its heart and organs, only to revive in the spring without any damage. This amazing survival mechanism allows it to withstand extreme low temperatures. The best-selling instrument in history is not the guitar or the piano, but the harmonica. With more than 100 million units sold over the years, it has won over musicians of all levels due to its accessibility and portability. One of the most unusual sports is toe wrestling, which attracts thousands of people to Ashbourne, England, every August. At the World Championships, competitors face off in duels where technique and finger strength are key. The winner takes home a bronze trophy shaped like a foot, a unique recognition of their skill. Before starting, all participants must pass an inspection to ensure they have no infections or warts on their feet. In Denmark, there is a curious tradition. If a person is not married by the age of 25, their friends bathe them in ground cinnamon as a ritual to attract a partner. Although considered a fun prank, in 2017, an accident related to this custom almost ended in tragedy, highlighting the risks of this act. Despite the incident, the tradition lives on in Danish culture. In Thailand, there is an exclusive coffee called Black Ivory, which is made from elephant dung. This rare delicacy is known for its exceptional flavor and fetches prices over $5,000 per kilo, making it a true gem for coffee lovers. The production process is unique. Elephants digest the beans, and the enzymes in their stomachs break down the coffee proteins, giving it a special flavor. In the hills of northern Thailand, elephant keepers collect coffee beans from the animal's dung, creating a coveted beverage for its rarity. Did you know that the thorny devil never bends down to drink water? Australian spiny lizards have the ability to absorb water through their skin, allowing them to do without drinking directly. This amazing adaptation allows them to survive in arid deserts without relying on traditional water sources. Natalia Kuznetsova is known as the most muscular woman in the world, weighing 90 kilograms and competing in bodybuilding at the same level as men. At 25 years old, This Russian bodybuilder has broken gender barriers with her impressive strength and dedication. Her extremely toned body puts her on par with any male in this discipline. As if that weren't enough, she's a world champion in the bench press and deadlift. The Goliath tarantula holds the title of the world's largest spider in terms of weight. It can weigh up to 6 ounces and measure up to 12 inches with its legs extended, making it a truly impressive creature. Its size makes it stand out among other tarantulas, making it one of the most feared and fascinating spiders. Nike's ironic slogan, "Just do it," has a surprising inspiration. The last words of Gary Gilmore, a criminal sentenced to death in Utah in the 1970s. Advertising executive Dan Ween found the phrase, "Let's do it," so powerful that he decided to use it for the Nike campaign. What began as a reference to a tragic event has transformed into one of the most famous slogans in marketing history. Nobumitsu Murabayashi, a Japanese man who adopted a giant alligator more than 40 years ago, cares for it as if it were a pet. The reptile, named Chiman, lives with him, receives its regular food, and even takes it for walks from time to time, becoming an integral part of his family. The story began when Murabayashi bought Kaiman-san, his pet crocodile, from a pet store after his young son insisted. At the Grammy Awards ceremony, the statuettes presented are replicas. The authentic statuettes, bearing the winner's name and category, are manufactured after the event, once the winners have been officially announced. This process ensures that the awards are properly engraved before being presented to each artist. The baobab is an impressive tree that can store up to 120,000 liters of water in its trunk, allowing it to survive in drought conditions. This majestic tree, native to Madagascar and other parts of Africa, is known as the Tree of Life due to its ability to provide water, shelter, and food for various animal species. Mawsynram in Meghalaya, India, is the rainiest place in the world, with an annual average of 467.4 inches of rainfall. Residents have developed ingenious techniques, such as thick grass roofs, to mitigate the sound and constant humidity. This small town experiences precipitation almost every day of the year. About 90% of all rainfall in Mawsynram falls between May and October, with July being the wettest month. Before every basketball game, LeBron James has a unique ritual. He throws chalk dust into the air. This gesture, which began as a way to energize himself, has become a trademark of the player. Every time he steps onto the court, the dust rises as a sign of his mental and physical readiness for the game. Dodonpa, located in Fuji-Q Highland Park in Japan, was the fastest accelerating roller coaster in the world. It could reach 112 miles per hour in just 1.56 seconds, generating the same G-forces astronauts feel during launch into space. Its extreme speed was so shocking that some riders suffered serious injuries, leading to the temporary closure of the ride after just 9 months of operation. Although its impressive acceleration made it famous, the roller coaster closed permanently in 2024 due to the risks it posed to riders. There are professionals dedicated exclusively to harvesting white truffles, a mushroom so valuable that its price per kilo can exceed $6,000. These harvesters keep the locations where they find their truffles a secret, as competition is fierce and the value of the harvest is extremely high. To avoid discovery, they often park their vehicles several kilometers away. In Indian cuisine, ghee is a clarified butter considered a purified version of regular butter. This essential ingredient is widely used in the preparation of traditional dishes. In some regions of India, ghee is mixed with edible gold leaf to create mukwas, a mixture of seeds and spices served as an after-meal digestive. The clarification process removes the solids and water from the milk, leaving a hazelnut flavor. This special butter is a lactose-free alternative, rich in benefits and flavor. LG Signature surprised everyone by introducing the first 77-inch transparent LED TV. This innovative device not only displays images in 4K resolution, but also allows you to see what's behind the screen, even when it's on. It's the world's first transparent and wireless 4K OLED TV, offering a unique viewing experience. The screen can disappear instantly, leaving only air. The theremin is a unique musical instrument that is played without physical contact. It features two metal antennas that detect the position of the performer's hands, allowing the frequency to be controlled with one hand and the volume with the other. Primarily used in experimental and contemporary classical music, it has also been incorporated into rock music. Norway is a tunnel paradise, with more than 900 tunnels that cross mountains and wind beneath breathtaking fjords. The most famous is the Lærdal Tunnel, the longest in the world, stretching 15.2 miles beneath a 5,906 feet high mountain. To prevent driver fatigue, it is illuminated with colored lights in certain sections, creating an almost futuristic landscape. Beaver's incisors are orange due to their high iron content. This mineral gives them incredible strength, making their teeth ideal for biting into wood. This characteristic is essential for their ability to fell trees and build dams. The iron in their teeth also gives them an evolutionary advantage, allowing them to keep their teeth sharp longer. Gásadalur is a picturesque village in the Faroe Islands that used to be difficult to access due to the lack of roads. Its main attraction is the impressive Múlafossur waterfall, which cascades spectacularly close to the houses. Until February 2003, Gásadalur was the last settlement on the islands not accessible by road. However, this year, the Gásadalur tunnel connected the village with Bur, facilitating communication. China has inaugurated the world's longest glass bridge, measuring 1,726 feet in length and rising 328 feet above the ground. The 1.9-inch thick glass panels allow for stunning views and are capable of supporting more than 2,000 people at a time. Each glass panel weighs 4.7 tons and is arranged on 4 platforms. The bridge spans the 3 gorges of Huangchuan in Lianzhou, southern China, a region already home to more than 2,000 glass structures. The ocean sunfish, one of the heaviest in the ocean, can reach up to 2 tons in weight and measure more than 3 meters in length. It lives in tropical waters and is known for its incredible reproductive capacity, producing up to 300 million eggs, more than any other vertebrate. Despite their impressive size, when young, they are as tiny as a fingertip. Jennifer Lawrence, famous for her authenticity and charisma, delivered one of the most unforgettable moments in the history of the Academy Awards. In 2013, while accepting her statuette for Best Actress, she stumbled while climbing the stairs, creating a genuinely human and funny moment. Instead of being embarrassed, she laughed at herself, which made her even more beloved by the public. The 100 Years' War didn't exactly last 100 years, but 116. This prolonged conflict between England and France was marked by intense battles, highlighting the skill of English archers. I present to you Shumukh, the most expensive perfume in the world, valued at $1.3 million. Its bottle, decorated with diamonds and 18-karat gold, is a true work of art. Although I don't know exactly what it smells like, it must be an olfactory experience like no other. Its name, of Arabic origin, means deserving of the highest. Created by the spirit of Dubai by Nabil, the perfect blend of musk, Turla rose, and sandalwood was the result of more than 3 years and 500 perfumer tests. Israel offered Albert Einstein the presidency, but he declined, arguing that he lacked the political skills necessary for the position. This gesture demonstrates the humility of a genius who, despite his enormous intellect, recognized his limitations in another field. Macaulay Culkin, after his huge success in Home Alone, developed a very close friendship with Michael Jackson. The famous singer not only became his friend, but also the godfather to two of his children. For Culkin, Jackson was like the schoolmate he never had, always willing to provide support and companionship. The Cullinan diamond, discovered in South Africa in 1905, remains the largest diamond ever found. It was cut into several stones, some of which adorn the British crown jewels, making it a symbol of luxury and power. Its legacy is so significant that a Rolls-Royce model was even named in its honor. The snail is a true expert at taking long naps. This mollusk has the incredible ability to sleep for long periods, even in the face of extreme conditions such as drought or lack of food. Thanks to its ability to hibernate, it can rest for up to 3 years. During this time, its metabolism is reduced to a minimum, allowing it to survive without food or water. The Concorde was a marvel of aviation, capable of reaching speeds exceeding 1,240 miles per hour. This supersonic aircraft revolutionized transatlantic travel, taking passengers from London to New York in less than 3 hours. Its elegant design and cutting-edge technology made it a symbol of luxury and speed. Despite its success in transporting celebrities, only 20 were built. In 2003, it was retired from service, primarily due to its high cost and declining demand following the tragic crash of an Air France flight. Matsuri are vibrant festivals held throughout the year in Japan, each with its own local traditions. These festivities include spectacular parades, religious ceremonies, folk dances, and activities reflecting regional culture. Participants often dress in traditional costumes, creating a festive and colorful atmosphere. Depending on the region, Matsuri can be as varied as the Awa Odori in Tokushima or the Gion Matsuri in Kyoto. Before becoming a Hollywood superstar, Will Smith rose to fame in the music world as a rapper under the name The Fresh Prince. His success in the music industry catapulted him to television stardom with the series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he played a young man from Philadelphia who moved with his family to Bel-Air. On the set of The Godfather, Marlon Brando showcased his improvisational talent by incorporating a cat into one of the film's most iconic scenes. The feline wasn't part of the script, but Brando found it on set and, feeling it added an extra layer to his character, decided to pet it while performing. Gyeongbokgung Palace, located in Seoul, is one of South Korea's most important palaces. Erected in 1395, it was the center of power during the Joseon dynasty. Its unique architecture, combined with extensive gardens and traditional design, makes it a historical and cultural gem. It's also home to the National Palace Museum of Korea, allowing visitors to learn more about the country's royal history. Niagara Falls, although located on the Canada-United States border, has most of its impressive flow in Canada. Max Verstappen made history by becoming the youngest driver to win a Formula One race, taking the Spanish Grand Prix in 2016 at just 18 years and 227 days old. Can you imagine seeing a train crossing while playing soccer? In Slovakia, the Tatar Jurn Balak Club has the most unusual stadium in the world, and it's because of a train. This stadium was built in 1980 in an area where a railroad used to pass, but over time the tracks were abandoned. However, in the early 1990s, the tracks were repaired, and in 1992, the train was reopened as a heritage railway for tourists. Musa Hasaya Kwesera is a Ugandan man who literally has a giant family, 102 children. He lives with his 2 wives, his children, and up to 578 grandchildren on the same family land. In Uganda, polygamy is legal according to certain traditions, so Musa's family is one of the largest in the region. However, Mr. Quisera is experiencing serious financial problems, and some of his children and wives are beginning to look for a better life. Welcome to the Sky Table in Brazil, where dining is taken to new heights. This table and 2 chairs hang 197 feet high in Mampituba, Rio Grande do Sul, offering a dining experience with stunning panoramic views. Diners are held in place by a harness as they enjoy their meal, literally floating in the air. Meet the Japanese silkie, the star of the hen house. This exotic bird is one of the most striking birds due to its silky plumage and black skin and bones. What's even more curious is that it also has blue earlobes, a real pop of color. Plus, it's a light chicken with a wide, sturdy body, covered in fine, fluffy feathers that make it look like a little cloud. And if that wasn't enough, it has 5 toes on each foot instead of the typical 4. Japanese skier Kobayashi literally flew through the air. He managed an incredible jump of 955 feet in just 8 seconds, a feat that left everyone speechless. The jump was performed on a special ski jump set up in Iceland by Red Bull, but it is not officially recognized by the International Ski Federation. The reason? It was not performed on a certified ski jump or with a validated measuring system. Meet Teffy, the most amazing robot dog. This faithful companion is programmed to guide and accompany dependent or blind people, making their lives much easier. It works with artificial intelligence, so it can recognize voice commands and has an automatic navigation system. Whether at home or on the street, Teffy knows exactly how to guide its owner. Mary Ann Bevan, born in 1874, was known as the ugliest woman in the world due to acromegaly, a disease that causes deformities due to excess growth hormone. Far from hiding, she decided to take advantage of her appearance and entered a contest that she proudly won. Can you imagine a bull with a ponytail and a permanent winter coat? That's the wild yak. This hairy giant lives at more than 19,685 feet above sea level, as if the icy peaks were its backyard. Its tail is not only elegant, but it also uses it as a natural fly swatter. While other animals would freeze, the yak walks calmly, proving that endurance and style can go hand in hand. The Rocinha favela in Rio de Janeiro is the largest and most populated in Brazil, with more than 56,000 inhabitants. Its narrow streets and houses built one on top of the other form a labyrinth that surprises visitors. Scorpion venom is the most expensive liquid in the world, and for good reason. A single gallon can cost up to $39 million. This substance is invaluable for medicine, as it helps detect cancer cells in the brain and spine. In addition, its potential to regulate insulin makes it a promising ally against diabetes. Extracting it is delicate work. It is obtained in microdrops, scorpion by scorpion, with special tools. Meet Dorothy Steele, a grandmother who proved that it is never too late to fulfill your dreams. At 88 years old, after having retired as a tax agent, she decided to start acting. She started in local plays, and it was there that she met Elaine Jackson, who suggested she try her luck in film. Her big break came with Black Panther, where she auditioned and managed to get the role, a true example of perseverance. Sadly, Dorothy passed away on October 14, 2021 at the age of 95, but her legacy in film will live on. Natalia, a chimpanzee with a huge heart, touched everyone by holding her lifeless baby for 7 months without letting go for a moment. Her love was so strong that the zoo decided not to intervene, respecting her grief so as not to affect her emotionally or disrupt the harmony of the group. Luisito Comunica doesn't just travel the world, he also runs at the speed of sound. The famous YouTuber lent his voice to Sonic in the Spanish version of Sonic the Movie, showing his talent beyond the cameras. Imagine having a robot chef in your kitchen. The Samsung Bot Chef is an innovative conceptual kitchen robot. Equipped with mechanical arms, it can chop, stir, season, and cook, all intelligently. Just stick it to a cabinet and, with a voice command, let it prepare your favorite dishes. Plus, you can download new recipes to experiment with in the kitchen. Which fact surprised you the most? Leave your opinion in the comments and subscribe for more great content.